How are you doing? Hope everyone is doing okay. Thank you again for joining me today on Dave's Cooking. So today I'm going to show you how to make stew peas. Now I'm going to make it with three types of meat. Now first I have a pound of pig's tail, salted pig tail, and I have fresh beef, which is also a pound and a half. I'm just using three simple meats today: pig tail, fresh beef, and chicken feet. But for those of you who love meat, you can use whatever meat you want. You can use your pigtail, you can use your salted beef, you can use cow skin, whatever it is that you like. But today I'm just using three types of meat: salted pig's tail, fresh beef, and chicken foot. Now before I start cooking, what I do, I already washed the pigtail and fresh beef. So what I do, I will scald it a bit. To be honest with you, I don't really know why they scald it, but this is something I grew up seeing my mom doing. I should assume that scalding the meat helps to take away the salt from the pigtail, and also the rawness from the beef. So I add all the meat to a pot of boiling water. All the meat except the chicken feet. So I add everything in, and I'll let that boil for around 5 minutes. So hi guys, I'm back. It's been actually 10 minutes since these meat were boiling. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take it over to the sink. So I'm just gonna get rid of that water right there. Actually, a better way to do it is to just add cold water. This is all cool because I had a lot of cold water. So what I do is this. But remember, there are safer ways to do this, but for me, I just like a quicker way. So what I would do, right here, I have 1 pound. I have a pound of light red kidney beans, otherwise called red peas. And here's where I put in my chicken foot. I didn't call my chicken foot because the chicken foot, they're a lot easier to cook. So I add the chicken foot to the pressure cooker with peas. Today I'll be using a pressure cooker. So what I do, I add all this meat to the pressure cooker along with the chicken feet. And I also had like a half a clove of garlic. Garlic's good for the flavor, also it tenderizes the meat. Add that in. And what I will do, I had some boiling water, just enough to cover the meat. And then I'll add the pressure cover. Now I'm gonna let this cook. I'm gonna let this meat pressure for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'll come back and I'll remove the chicken foot because I don't want them to be fully cooked. So I'll see you in a bit. Hi guys, so it's been 20 minutes. Now, usually you let the pressure cooker sit and cool, right? But because I'm in a little bit of rush, I'm going to do something that is not safe unless you know what you're doing. So what I'm going to do is I'll lift the pressure cooker off, take it to my sink, and then I'll pour cold water on it. Guys, remember, the pressure cooker is like a bomb, right? All the pressure builds up inside it. It's easy to explode. Explode in your face, explode on you, that's it, right? You suffer some really, really serious burn, right? I'm only doing this because I have to be somewhere at a certain time and I just want to make dinner before I leave. So what I'm doing is now I'm cooling the pressure cooker with cold water, ice cold water. Now because I don't like my meat too soft, what I do, I occasionally check. So it's been pressuring for like 20 minutes, so I'm cooling it just to check the meat. Now that's a quick cool, so what I do, I open it and I check my meat. See, that's the color you want with this stew piece. It's not fully red, but it's almost there. What I will do in the meantime too is to take out the chicken feet, because I know the chicken feet is the softest of the meats, so these are already cooked. So I'll take out all the chicken feet. My wife and kids, they don't really like chicken feet. I'm the only chicken feet lover, so I just do a few for myself. So I know I've put 6 into the pot, so I know once I reach 6, they're all gone. They're all out, sorry. That's 5. I know there's one hiding somewhere. There it is. Now remember, you can use whatever meat you like, right? And you have to time your pressure according to the type of meat, because some meat is softer, some meat is harder. So what I do for the beef, I would test the beef to see if it's cooked. So the chicken feet, also the beef, it's not 100% cooked, but when we're doing the final steps, then the final step will take about 20 minutes to cook. So that additional 20 minutes, we cook everything properly. Cook the chicken feet, cook the fresh beef properly. But the pigtail and peas is not properly cooked. So I'll finish taking these out and then I'll get back and show you what we do next. Hi guys, so all the beef and chicken feet is out. So what I'm doing, the pig's tail and peas is not yet cooked, so I'll let this pressure for another 15 to 20 minutes. Then I'll come back and I will check to make sure that they're cooked. So remember, the pressure cooker, it's like a bomb waiting to explode. So please be careful when handling the pressure cooker. My advice is that when you finish pressuring something, you let it sit, you let it cool. So here guys, we're back again. So this is the second time I have pressured the meat. Remember I told you to let it sit for around 15-20 minutes. So what is happening is that now the peas, they're now cooked. Not fully cooked because I'm gonna let it cook for another 20 minutes. And the pigtail, which is the toughest of all the meat, is cooked too. Right, so there it goes. So what I will do is now I'll add the fresh beef and the chicken feet that I took out earlier, because if I had let them stay, then they would have been fully cooked. So what I do, I add those back to the pot, right? And what I'm gonna do is I've made a dough of flour, because no stew peas is complete without spinners. So what I'm gonna do, let the fire turn down to medium heat a little, and then I'm gonna make some little spinners. These go great with stew peas. So add some spinners to that. And always remember guys, clean hands. Clean hands. Add a couple spinners. Also, my cooking is just guidelines only, so you know, if you don't like pigtail, you can use a different meat. If you don't like fresh beef, you can use a different meat. If you like them both, you can use all the meat you want. So I'll add a couple spinners. So after I'm finished adding my spinners, I'll add a couple of thyme. I had 1 green Scotch bonnet pepper, uncut, unburst, and then I will squish 2 stalks green onions. Today the green onion is taking the spot for the scallion. Stir it in. Then I had about a half a teaspoon black pepper. And the pigtail is already salted, so what I had like about 1 teaspoon salt. Then I'll stir that in. Stir that in, and I'll let this cook for about another 15 or 20 minutes until I get that gravy that I'm looking for, a nice thick gravy texture. So I'll see you back in 20 minutes. Hi guys, so I'm back to look at the progress of the stewed peas. So it's been like 5 minutes, so yeah, there it is. Looking good. Smelling good. I know it will taste good. So today you're gonna get a bonus video. So usually stewed peas is not complete without white rice or plain rice, as what we call it, right? So today I'm making plain rice. So this is plain rice. So what I did, I had 3 cups of plain rice, which I washed, and I washed thoroughly. So you wash it so you can actually see the clearness of the water. See how clear the water is. So what I'm doing now, so it's 3 cups of rice to 2 cups of water. So I washed 3 cups of plain rice. I had 2 cups of water. So what I'm adding to this is 1 teaspoon salt, and 1 tablespoon butter. So I'll add that in. So under high heat, I'll let this come to a boil. And as soon as it starts boiling, then you will turn it down to low or medium heat and let it cook for 15-20 minutes. So it's been like 5 minutes, so I'm just back to look at the pots. So yeah, the stewed peas is looking really good, smelling really good. So about another 10-15 minutes and it will be ready. Another 10-15 minutes and I will achieve that that thick texture that I'm looking for. But as how it is right now, it's ready to be eaten. It's everyone's own preference. You can make it thicker or you can eat it like this. I rather it a little thicker. So the stewed peas is doing well. So over here with the rice, so it's come to a complete boil where the water is almost dried out. So what I do, I will turn it to low heat, like really low heat. So now it won't be cooking, it will just be steaming. So I will leave this for about 15 minutes and then I'll come back and take a look at it. So we're back. It's actually been like around 20 minutes. So the rice is all done, right? Rice is done. And the stewed peas is finished also. So what I'm showing you is this. It's all the thickness of the stew. That's the texture of it. That's how I like it. But as I said, everyone has their different preferences, right? So I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. So I'm going to share a plate So this is a fresh beef right here. Alright, I just put a couple pieces in. That's a fresh beef. That's two of the spinners that I showed you how to do earlier. This is a piece of the salted pigtail. Alright, so put a piece more beef in it. And then I'm gonna add the stew. So the stew is nice and thick. Nice and thick. So me personally, I like a lot of stew in my plate. I also like a lot of pigtail too, so I just add another piece. And I had 2 tomatoes. And there you have it. So that's stewed peas with plain rice and tomatoes. Stewed peas, plain rice, tomatoes, pigtail, fresh beef, and a nice stew. So don't forget, guys, like my video, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Have yourself a wonderful day.